Hello traders and welcome to another video. Tonight we are breaking down updates about Silicon Valley Bank, risk on and off sentiment, more updates about CPI, GDP, unemployment and the pound's new confidence in the banking sector and much more. Now, I know March has been a difficult month for most. We've had some crazy movements across the banking sector.
I want to briefly speak about what's happening in Silicon Valley Bank.
Silicon Valley Bank.
Silicon Valley Bank was the 16th largest bank in the U.S.
FDIC just reported the California regulator shut down Silicon Valley Bank.
Now, coming into the week, we expected the risk-off sentiment to continue, with investors focusing on pumping the yen, gold and other risk-off instruments. However, instead we saw a little bit of a relief coming into the end of the quarter.
As the banking crisis unfolded, we saw certain markets become safe havens for traders. Japanese yen, the gold market, the bonds and the notes. Those were the standouts.
Pound, who is one of the weakest currencies these last weeks, has found some support with the help of better data. Indeed, business confidence has been the highest it has been in months recently, for example, but the main element that boosted pound confidence was the fact that they reassured everyone by saying they have no banking issues. This alone was a major key to the upside we've seen on a lot of pound crosses.
Interest rates, and that's created some challenges for them. But whilst we're not taking anything for granted, we're pretty confident that we're in we need to be vigilant, but we've got a stable situation in the UK.
The Swiss franc usually appreciates a lot when risk-off events take place in the world, but this time they were largely hit by the event with the downfall of Credit Suisse.
By a major sell-off of shares in the Swiss banking giant Credit Suisse. Coming days after the collapse of the US-based Silicon Valley Bank, it's prompted fears of a full-blown crisis in the sector.
Since then, UBS have bought Credit Suisse, and the central bank increased their interest rates and confirmed they will do more if needed. This helped bring more stability as time passed and we got further from the troubles.
All right, some breaking news for you just into MSNBC. We were talking about this earlier in the hour, the possibility of UBS purchasing Credit Suisse. We can now confirm this as we've been watching a press conference coming out of Switzerland. This from the Central Bank of Switzerland. Again, what we are hearing according to reporting and from that press conference, UBS is to buy. You're watching some of the live video coming in right now. To buy.
And if you're interested in learning more about macroeconomics and fundamental drivers, you can head over to our website at Conquer Macro, where we send out daily reports every day, pre-London session, to prepare you for the day, a recap of the whole week and a preparation for the week to come every Sunday, bank reports explanations where we do a full-on summary for you, and also then we have Theory Thursday where we will essentially be adding in a full fundamental and macroeconomic course in our group itself, where we'll be talking about things like economic cycles, inflation, interest rates, central banks, risk on and off market sentiment, bonds, and all the data points you need, such as CPI, NFP, FOMC, so you can take all of this information and start making better informed trading decisions. And you'll find the link for that in the description of this video. And tonight I will leave you with these summaries from our bank reports. The US dollar is weakening despite expectations of a rate hike by the Fed due to the unclear communication from the Fed itself. The euro is expected to continue its bullish trend and may find support at certain levels. Positive Eurozone inflation data may further drive up the euro itself. And the pound has gained 2.5% against the dollar and is benefiting from the market's expectations of a rate hike by the Bank of England and recent banking confidence, or confidence in the banking sector. The US dollar weakened against most currencies due to easing banking sector fears in the US, as revealed by the Federal Reserve's latest balance sheet data. The market still expects nearly 50 basis points of easing by December, making it difficult to see any real rebound for the dollar itself. And the Swiss could remain in demand as global markets and the economy brace potentially more troubled times ahead, such as the impact of climate change. The Canadian dollar is expected to perform well, likely due to strong domestic economic data, while the Australian dollar is expected to benefit from the elevated energy prices caused by the war in Ukraine and increased demand from China for air travel and electricity. So overall, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are interested in any of our educational services, you can check out the links in the description below.